That's my baby. That's my baby.
We're going at it at 110%.
I just want 5 minutes of happiness, please. Just give me 5 minutes.
And they scored! They did it!
Left, feet left.
What the hell was that?
Oh, yeah! What the fuck are you talking about?
Bob Mannery here. You're listening to A2D Radio, real sports talk radio for the fans, by the fans, no agenda. These guys are the best in the business. Hashtag it. No notes.
What is going on, everybody? Good evening. We weren't rushing. No, we weren't. My apologies. I don't know if Tom wants to apologize or not. Probably not. He doesn't look like he's in the apologizing mood. But we're gonna agree to disagree tonight. This is Keps Korner every Saturday night. I started a job on Tuesday. I worked till 8 o'clock. I threw the Christmas sweater on, threw the hat on, set up the little. Tom's probably like, "What the hell's Kep got going on in the background? Why the hell's it snowing? Why is there a cute little doe-eyed reindeer on his back?" But this show is brought to you by allcampusoc.com. They are a hat and apparel store, Ocean City Boardwalk between 10th and 11th Street. You can check them out on allcampusoc.com as well. Keps Korner for 15% off. It's your hat and apparel. Christmas coming up. We got a lot to dive into. I've been keeping up a little bit this week with Philadelphia media and Jeffrey Lurie apparently said some things. We're coming off a victory. Can you believe we're coming off a victory against the New Orleans Saints? Now, I kind of figured we had a chance against the Saints with Taysom Hill at quarterback. Taysom Hill didn't look too bad. I seen some guys earlier talking about Josh Sweat. Josh Sweat came up with a couple plays. Josh Sweat has been a pleasant surprise this season, and he showed flashes last year. I thought he would take that next step and being I hate to say it, but he looks better than Derek Barnett. And he always comes up with key plays. Always comes up with a key sack or or strip fumble. Like strip fumble, was game changing. But we'll get into that. Jalen Hurts, dare I say, looked okay. He looked okay, and we got a win. So, that's we haven't been able to say that for what, 4 weeks, 5 weeks.
Good. Feels good, Cap.
It feels good, and I don't know how you feel about it. I'm not off the Wentz wagon. Wentz is still our guy. I think he is. Now, we need to talk about. They snuck in a hire today. I think it was either yesterday or today. Ken Dorsey.
Yeah, supposedly they had him since August, so he had nothing to do with this year's draft or personnel, obviously. So something to look forward to maybe coming up in this year's draft where people do want us to lose out. Maybe this is something to be that's interesting, and he did a good job in Cleveland in terms of picks. So
he did. I mean, outside. For the most part, for the most part, I don't know if he was responsible for some of them quarterback selections, but
he has more Pro Bowlers than Howie in 4 years.
Well, that's not saying much. Howie's got one. I keep seeing that, and Carson Wentz is his one. So maybe he was like, oh, I drafted a Pro Bowler. Let's give him $100 million right quick. So it justifies it. But Jalen looked good. The play calling looked a little simpler, a little, we saw some read options. We saw some RPOs. We saw him getting out of the pocket. He obviously, I think he's a little more natural at maneuvering the pocket than Carson is. The biggest takeaway is that we won. Now it wasn't, he didn't light the game on fire. He didn't throw for 4 touchdowns and 350 yards but he managed the game. He didn't turn the ball over. Or he did have an interception. But he looked comfortable for a rookie. His first start against a really, really solid defense. He looked good. And I'm not ready to I'm not ready to take offers for Carson just yet, although I'm pretty sure teams are going to inquire depending on the picks and whatnot. I don't think any teams are going to be willing to take on that contract. But then again, I think there might be one or two teams that would be willing, and teams with aging quarterbacks being those teams. I could see Pittsburgh. I could see Indianapolis. I could see New Orleans. Drew Brees, Ben Roethlisberger, Phillip Rivers. They're all on bar. Who knows how much longer they're going to play. He did have a fumble as well. But some big injury news as well today. We're not going to have Darius Slay. Injuries are ridiculous again. We're not going to be Avante. Who's playing corner? Who's playing? Is Greg Ward lining up at corner tomorrow? Is Fulgham? Are we going to get Fulgham in the lineup since he's disappeared since Alshon's come back? So maybe Fulgham can play some corner. I don't know. But we're going to be without Avante Maddox, Darius Slay, Jason Peters is on the shelf now. Jack Driscoll's on the shelf. So I think Matt Pryor's going to be playing tackle. This team is decimated. And they still, the Philadelphia Eagles still have a shot at winning the NFC East.
Yeah, it's yeah, they got a shot.
Quit staring at my reindeer, Tom. Quit staring at my reindeer.
I think that he for a rookie, I'd never seen a guy give so many high fives, and that really stuck out to me. That
he was excited. I mean, you could tell he's a leader. You could tell he's a born leader. I wouldn't mind. I don't even know how to process it because I was so big on Carson Wentz, and a lot of us were, and the money and the expectation but then you sit back and we're labeled Carson Wentz apologists. We're not apologists. We've seen what he can do. We've seen what he can do when he's got weapons, when he's healthy, when he's got an offensive line, and he proved it his second year in the league. And I understand it's his fifth year, and it's not the same guy. He had back problems, knee problems, got married, had a baby, whatever. The list goes on and on and on and on. But the guy's still a football player. All right, he's a man's man. He's from, the mid-Northwest, like cold weather, hunting, fishing. Like, he's a man's man, right? You want him to show that. So I'm not ready to give up on him just yet because we have seen what he's able to do. He was the MVP of the league, for Christ's sake. So if he can get back to that, if they can put guys around him, if guys can stay healthy, if you could put some talent around the guy, I still think the sky's the limit with him, and he can be one of the best quarterbacks in the league. But he hasn't been able to show it because he's been hurt. The team's been hurt. No continuity with receivers, with offensive line, with nothing. The play calling's been horrendous. So with that said, the agree to disagree. We've already heard from Jeffrey Lurie supposedly that Howie Roseman's not going anywhere. So is Doug the one on the chopping block? Is Doug the one? Because we've already heard, from inside sources or whatever that Howie Roseman's not going anywhere. But they bring in Ken Dorsey. So hopefully Howie Roseman is not in charge of the draft. Hopefully Howie Roseman is nowhere near the draft room come draft day. Because I'm sick and tired of value picks or reaches. Like, every guy's been a reach. There's so many guys. We could have. There was another guy I seen today that was picked up that we could have drafted, and he was picked up he was picked up somewhere, and it's just the list goes on, and my brain's scrambled right now because the list goes on and on and on with just horrendous draft picks by Howie Roseman. And we can't say that about Jalen Hurts because we know why. I know why they took him, and I thought for sure it was a value pick. It was something to motivate Carson Wentz to play well, and then they could probably trade Jalen Hurts for whatever. So
I think Kep, they just took him as like an insurance policy, like we would do on anything else that we put a lot of money into. Right? Like, you didn't draft him in the first round, you took him in the second round. So it tells me that you're not like looking for him to be the franchise quarterback tomorrow. You're just looking to protect your $100 million investment that you just gave $100 million to. Listen, I agree with you 110% about Carson. And then, and I'll talk about the Howie, Doug, because you're right. Jeffrey did say Howie's staying. So that's fun. So hopefully Dorsey does have a big say come draft day, or somebody else has a damn say in this place outside of Howie Roseman. because it's atrocious. There's no way even defending that. But the Carson thing that's weird, and you probably didn't hear this week, but like we spoke to Dan Orlovsky, not live, but through an inbox, about him. The only person he trusts in the NFL is Frank Reich, and he doesn't trust anybody else. And that's all fine and good. And I'm a huge Carson supporter. I always have been. But I start to draw the line that, like, we're looking for things this deep to make excuses for poor play. Like, just stop. Like, that's the only guy you can play for. So if that's the only guy you can play for, then I guess you can't be a franchise quarterback.
So like, so your talent goes out the window because of a guy?
Yeah, that's what's confusing to me. So I'm like we had a question last night, like, will Carson, will this carry over to next year? And if you would have asked me 4 weeks ago, I would have said, hell no. Hell no. Are you kidding me? He'll be fine next year. And then I hear that. And then I know how mental this game is. And I start to worry. I'm just worried because I don't know what are we going to go through what the Buffalo Bills went through? They haven't won a division title since 1995. They just won one today. Congratulations, Buffalo and Bills Mafia. All right. But like, teams go through those types of droughts. That's a long time.
This city will burn to the ground.
Burn.
Well, I say this city. I don't live in Philly, but I'm Philly through and through. But
you're Philly.
The city will burn. The city will burn if that happens. And if that's true, like Dan Orlovsky is a big Eagles guy. He's big on Carson Wentz. So if he heard that from, I can't believe Carson or Dan Orlovsky leaked that type of information to Tom Arnone. But hey, that's good on you. But if that's the case,
well, I called Dan Crummer today, so because he was hunting for excuses, and I'm like, geez, God, we're still talking about Frank Reich. Like, I was annoyed. Like, you got $100 million. What are we talking about Frank Reich for? And he nicely, because he's a good dude, he inboxed and he said, listen, I know this is to be true, but he's like, Carson does have some growing up to do, and you know what I mean. So he's on both sides.
So he's got firsthand knowledge. Like he talks to Carson then.
Or somebody in the camp.
So I mean, if that's the case, man, that's a mental thing. This city has no room for mental midgets.
Nope.
I'm sorry, it doesn't. Markelle Fultz, get the hell out. Nelson Aguilar, get the hell out. This city has and you're talking about a quarterback. You're talking about the quarterback position. If you can't play here because your guy isn't here, then go. Get on the horn. Get on the horn with Indianapolis. Talk to Frank Reich. Talk to whoever is in charge of Indianapolis, and start talking trade. That's fine. Whatever. I don't want you here if you don't want to be here. Simple as that. And that's true. The guys leave here and then they go look at Nelson Aguilar having a phenomenal year. Ronald Darby not playing too bad. Sidney Jones, one of the best corners in the league. I mean, the list goes on and on of guys that leave here, and because they're just not equipped to play in this city, and that's fine. Not everybody's built for Philadelphia. They're not. And
we should do a Wonderlic, hey, can you
right?
Can you deal with our Twitter?
What is this ink? What no, or the ink blot thing? Like, what does this look like? Oh, it doesn't look like Frank Reich. Like, get the hell out of here with that.
That's
like, you're a grown ass man. You need you have the talent. You need another grown ass man to play well.
You need daddy back.
That don't sit well with me. I'm gonna go read some of Dan Orlovsky's stuff, and I'm gonna make I seriously want to get my Carson Wentz jerseys right now and get rid of them because I don't want I'm old school. I'm 39 years old. If you don't want to be here, then don't be here. Go talk to somebody. Go talk to whoever the hell it is you need to talk to, and get the hell out of my city. Get out. You don't want to play here for whatever reason. Get gone. And I'm going to keep reiterating that because I'm a big I don't play that whole you're a professional athlete. You're a franchise quarterback. You're given $100+ million. You're supposed to be the leader of this team, and we could tell that. We could tell he's not. He doesn't look like the. He's built like we think he's a leader, but obviously he's not acting like one. Who knows what the hell he's thinking now with Jalen Hurts taking snaps. So that's probably gonna hurt him even more. You know, look at him. He looks like he's about to cry.
That's after the win, Cap. After the win. So take that for what it is, right? I mean, that's after the win. That's tough.
That's the first time I've seen that. I'm surprised somebody didn't tag me on Twitter busting my balls. But,
and I know how you feel about Carson, and I feel the same way you do, and I always have. But as soon as I get to the mental issues or like missing a man so much that I can't perform, I start to really wonder, can you play here? And not can you play, because I know you can play. I just wonder if you can play here. You know, can you play here? And it hurts me. It hurts.
It no doubt in my mind that if he goes to Indianapolis, they're going to be a phenomenal football team. And I said that when we lost Frank Reich, that was a big nobody wanted to admit it. Oh, it's just a coach. It's just like, no, guys get attached to coaches, and obviously, damn jingle balls on my damn hat.
Great setup, by the way. When I was rushing,
Christmas time, man. This will be our last show. You know, next Friday's Christmas. Hope everybody has a good Christmas. You filthy animals, all of you. But that's you saying that, man. Like my like the hell with it. Jalen Hurts. I'm ordering my Jalen Hurts jersey. Like that. Like there's no. I'll order a Nate Sudfeld. I'll trade in my Carson Wentz. Who's got a Nate Sudfeld jersey? I'll trade you 2 Carson Wentz jerseys for a Nate Sudfeld jersey. Like, this is ridiculous. Like my whole psyche just went. Ew.
Yep, I didn't mean to do that to you.
Because I had no idea. I didn't know, Anyways, let's talk about the game tomorrow. Arizona's got some injuries they're dealing with. They're going to be without their kicker. Not that Zane Gonzalez is a pretty good kicker. They're going to be without like 4 guys. We're decimated by injury. We're going to the desert. Kyler Murray's fun to watch. DeAndre Hopkins, Kyler Murray, that whole, Larry Fitzgerald. They've got some players. The defense is banged up. I don't see us winning this football game tomorrow. I just don't. I think they're good. I think that Arizona offense is going to light up the scoreboard. Unless somehow or another our defensive line can get after him, because our linebackers stink. We're with Rodney McLeod tore his ACL. Poor guy, playing his ass off this year. He was playing Pro Bowl level football. Not that the Pro Bowl matters, but he was playing at a high level this year, and he gets hurt, non-contact injury, and those are the ones you're scared of. Vontae Maddox is out. That's another guy that we were all high on and all liked, and he's probably got to go too. Jalen Mills is going to be playing some corner. Great. Because he was playing good. He was playing decent safety. Every time he lined up at corner, he got toasted. He got burnt. So he's going to be playing corner. Darius Slade didn't pass concussion protocol, so he didn't even travel.
I guess Mills against Hopkins.
Mills against, that would have to be it, right? And then we're going to have
Seymour
or
and Nickel, and then Roby Coleman.
Yeah. Roby Coleman's going to be outside.
I mean, would they move Roby Coleman? I wonder if I got to see who they have left. But I wonder if they would move Roby Coleman to the outside, Mills to the outside, and then find somebody else for the slot. I'm interested to see what they do. I really am, because this is tough. This is tough.
Yeah, I just don't. Jalen Hurts is going to have to play his ass off tomorrow. The running game is going to have to be on point. They're going to have to keep the ball away from that offense. They're going to have to. If you've got, I know it's like, I don't play fantasy football anymore. I stopped playing like 7 years ago because I like enjoying football the way an Eagles fan should enjoy football, and that's just loving the Eagles and hating everybody else, not rooting for anybody else. But if you've got DeAndre Hopkins, he's probably going to win you a playoff game tomorrow. I'm pretty sure fantasy football playoffs start tomorrow, or started today, because I didn't even know there was a game today. Apparently, the Bills beat up on the Broncos.
Yep.
But
the Packers are playing right now versus the Panthers.
Oh, okay. So it's gonna be tough tomorrow. It's gonna be tough tomorrow. I'm gonna watch the game. I just want to watch Jalen Hurts run around, make some plays, see what he's got. Because now I'm all in. Now I'm all in on Jalen Hurts. The hell with Carson Wentz. And that's just it. And I hate, like, I'm pissed. I'm pissed. Well, Harry, I'm pissed off because if you don't want to be in Philadelphia, I don't want you here. If you and he's gonna say all the right things. Like, has he even been asked anything? Has Carson even been asked anything? Has he even been on the podium? Has he even done any press conferences this week? I haven't even seen.
He sure as hell hasn't answered that question. You know, that came out this week. So, you know, that's some very in-depth stuff. That's some intuitive. I can't believe Dan Orlovsky would share that with anyone. Well, he shared that originally with, you know, on ESPN that, you know, he misses Frank or it's something the only person he trusts. And then when I said something about it is when he came in and it's like, I know it to be fact. You know what I mean? So what are you going to say to that? You know,
and Dan Orlovsky's, I mean, as much as I've watched him and listened to him before, he's always been, you know, a trustworthy guy with what he says and with him being so on board with Carson and the Eagles, you know, every chance he got, he was an Eagles guy. So, man,
Carson doesn't trust anybody in the organization. So, like, I don't know, like, what that means. Like, you know, I don't know if that's an excuse or like, if woe is me. You know, like, I don't know. I don't know why you got $100 million.
Yeah, you don't trust anybody in the organization. They gave you $100 million. What's that saying about the organization? He must have been talking to Donovan McNabb. Like, if you're I don't trust anyone in the organization. That's indicative of what? That's indicative of them not knowing what the hell they're doing because they gave you $100 million. You don't trust the people that gave you $100 million? That's saying you didn't deserve or you didn't need to get $100+ million. I don't know, Tom. I want to end the damn show and I want to find Carson Wentz. So I want to find his ass and shake him by his neck. And like, wait, bro, like, you're playing in a wonderful city, man. You're playing in front of a wonderful fan base, and we might give you a hard time, but now you really gonna get it. Now you're really gonna get it. And now and somebody said backup quarterback don't talk to the media, which is true. I've seen some edits. This week with Jalen Hurts. You edited that, didn't you?
Yeah, the one with the water bottle.
Oh my goodness! So again, looking forward to the game tomorrow. Looking ahead to the game tomorrow. I don't see us winning this game. But I am again. We talk about it week after week. I'm intrigued about the offseason. Bro, how he's staying. Hopefully, he's nowhere around the draft room now that we got Ken Dorsey. I guess there's no talk of Louis Riddick. I would love them to bring in a personnel guy. Like, we need a personnel guy. And Dorsey, I think Dorsey is a start to that. He can get with Doug Peterson. And hopefully Howie Roseman has absolutely no say come April. Absolutely no say. Get some guys in here, whether it be Carson, whether it be Jalen. Get some guys in here. And you've got to make a decision. Like, they've got to make a decision. They've had to have had Carson in the office and talking to him man to man, not like cut the shit, just cut the bullshit. What's the deal? And if that is the deal, then get him the hell out of here. Trade his ass. Get him out. Send him to wonderful Indianapolis to play in a dome in front of the Indianapolis Colts fans. You go right ahead. Go right ahead. I'm not afraid to say it. I'm done with him. If that's the case, if he answers that and he don't have an answer, like if he's fumbling around or because he said all the right things, he's done all the right things. If this comes out and it's true, get him, just go. Get him out of here. Eat a little bit of the contract. I don't give a damn. Get him out of here. Put Jalen Hurts under center. And bring some guys in here and run a Kyler Murray type offense. He's obviously Jalen Hurts can't run like Kyler Murray, but I think Jalen will see what he has the rest of this year. If he progresses, if he shows signs of being a legit NFL quarterback and he can make plays fine. Get us out of cap hell, eat a little bit of the money if that's what it takes to get a second rounder back for him. Eat a little bit and get a second rounder rather than, God forbid we only get a third, or because let's be honest, we're not getting a first. We're not getting back for him what we got rid of to move up to number 2 to get him. So get back something, but at least get somebody leading this football team that wants to be here and wants to play for those guys in that locker room, wants to play for the organization. Because you saying you don't trust the organization is saying the hell with I don't want to play. That's basically what you're saying. So now I'm pissed. I'm really pissed. Well, thanks, Tom. Thanks.
I apologize. I thought you'd want to know that.
No, I'm glad you told me, because now I can now the emotion can come out, because I eat, sleep, and breathe Philadelphia Eagles football just like every other Eagles fan that's in or around the tri-state area. If you're not in or around this tri-state area and you're an Eagles fan, whatever, I don't trust you. I trust you as much as Carson Wentz trusts the organization if you live outside the tri-state area and you're an Eagles fan. All right, I'm talking to you, EDP, you fraud.
He's a loser.
But
that is true, Madden playbook. He didn't trust Carson. That's one of the reasons they traded with us to get up there, because he didn't trust Carson. So they're holy crap. Oh my goodness. I might have to take a video of this. I'll be back in a second. I think the guy from Florida just died. I mean, he picked the ball off and got absolutely smoked, Kep, and the ball must have went 10 feet in the air. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So, there's truth to that, so, now he came here after the draft, so he had nothing to do with Dorsey, but that could maybe be part of the trust. Who knows? I don't know anymore. All I know is when there's this much smoke, there's fire, and that's big time concerning when you all got $100 million. Big time concerning. Right?
Yeah, and like you said, what's big time concerning is going into a drought, and we invested all this. We invested the money. We invested the draft picks to move up and take him. Like, we were all in. The Howie and Doug, and they were all in on Carson, and it looked like they made the right choice. His second year in he wasn't bad as a rookie. He got thrust into the starting position 4 days before the season started. He didn't play half bad his rookie season. And then the second year, he lights the world on fire as the MVP, gets hurt, and then you're like, oh boy, here we go. Like, it's just we're cursed. And then he comes back early, ends up hurting his back, goes out again, and then Nick Foles does what he does. I mean, we have a Super Bowl, right? But that doesn't make me any less pissed off that they're not producing. They're not making the correct draft picks. They're not doing what they should as one of the best organizations from top to bottom in the NFL. And now I'm talking fans, players, facilities, everything. There's no reason people don't want to play in Philadelphia. There's just not. Other than the PPA. Like, no one wants to live in Philly, but that's the only thing I can think of. Like, you just don't want to deal with the parking authority. But other than that, I would love to play in Philadelphia in front of this fan base, and I'm not being biased. Maybe I'm just a little bit, because I've been a Philadelphia fan my entire life, and I know what the people's like. I know what the city's like, and I've been to the facilities. I know what that organization has come from since the vet, and it's the city's a great place to play. I mean, you see guys lobbying, other stars from the other sports teams lobbying for guys to come play. Like, just let's take over sports. Let's take over professional sports. Let's get as many superstar athletes in Philadelphia as we can, because it's the greatest market to play in. And I don't care what nobody says. But for a guy to say, I don't trust the organization, that's basically saying I don't want to be here. Then get him out. And I'm going to talk about that till I'm blue in the face, because I don't like that. I can't stand that. If you're not built to play here, you're not built to live here, you're not built to work here, you're not built to be here, go somewhere else. Go to New Jersey, go to New York, go to Maryland, go to wherever. Just get the hell out of Go to Pittsburgh. Go to Pittsburgh. Get out of Philly. I don't want you. You don't want to be here? Get out. Go away. Oh, with that said, man, we're still in the running for the division. It's going to be a tough game tomorrow. I know that because Kyler Murray is incredible to watch. I'm going to have fun watching Kyler Murray. I don't get to watch him much. So I'll watch the game tomorrow. He's probably going to go off. DeAndre Hopkins is probably going to go off. The only shot we have at winning the game is running the ball, controlling the clock, and keeping their offense off the field because our defense is decimated by injury. I don't know who's covering who. The defensive line is healthy. I mean, maybe the defensive line could get after Kyler Murray a little bit, but can't contain Russell Wilson. You damn sure ain't containing Kyler Murray because he's just as good, if not better. So, at least as far as running around the pocket, making plays with his feet. But we're gonna go in. We're gonna go into this simulation. I mean, we can talk more about the Saints game. I mean, I don't know, guys. You guys in the chat, man, and any of you guys in the chat, we're on Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, and Twitch. Speaking of that, I forgot to host a channel for my Twitch channel. I stream on Twitch, although I haven't streamed much because I started a new job. But I'm a partnered Madden streamer over on Twitch. But this is Keps Corner. I'm Kep. We got the festive Christmas background. It's not real snow. It's not a real reindeer. But Keps Corner. And I'm so flustered, man. I'm so flustered. I'm pissed. I really am. But this is brought to you by All Campus OC, allcampusoc.com. They're a hat and apparel store, Ocean City boardwalk between 10th and 11th Street. Check them out on the boardwalk if you want to brave the weather, or you can hit them up on allcampusoc.com. Use code Keps Corner for 15% off. Get you some hats, get you some t-shirts, get you some apparel for Christmas. But we're gonna get right into the simulation. I was able to get the rosters almost identical to what the roster is going to be tomorrow with injuries and whatnot. Eagles are decimated by injury, even on the defensive side of the ball now. No Rodney McLeod, no Avonte Maddox, no Darius Slay. On the offensive side of the ball, Jason Peters is out. Jack Driscoll's out. The offensive line is going to be nothing but guards. Offensive line is going to be nothing but guards. And, my lock is at left tackle, and obviously we'll have Jason Kelce. And just goes to show you what type of football player and what type of dude Jason Kelce is. Because he could pack it in. He could have been like, the hell am I playing for? Everybody else is injured. I'm out here busting my balls week in and week out. Not like he was pissed he went into the locker room with that elbow injury he had a couple weeks ago. And he's playing with that big old brace on his arm. I'd shut it down. If I was Jason Kelce, I'd shut it down. I'd shut it down the rest of the year. Let somebody else play center. But that just goes to show you what type of dude, what type of football player, what type of man Jason Kelce is, the best center in the league. But as my camera cuts out, that's not good. Tom went away, and we got technical difficulties.
What'd you do?
I don't know. Something broke.
Broke where?
No, that the SnapCam software I have for my back and stuff.
Oh, I thought it was something here. My bad. Trying to get this video. I'm trying to figure out who this kid's name was. It was a monster hit in the SEC title game. Great interception. While you're fixing that, and then
there we go.
John Mechie. That's his name in Alabama. Straight out of what? Was that say North Pole? Yeah. Let's put you back. Nobody wants to put baby in a corner. Let's put you back where you belong.
This is the greatest Christmas sweater ever. But anyway,
the whole backdrop you had got me. Like, because I was like flying in because my computer wasn't loading, which is great. So, flying in, and then the first thing I see is like a reindeer wrapped around your neck, and I'm like, this is phenomenal. But it caught me like, oh.
we got the talent, right? We're not the brightest, we're not the smartest, we got the talent, right? No, I was watching one of the show, like, what was going on? That one dude was talking about some lady addicted to eating bricks, and
oh yeah,
or the one dude that was having love affairs with pool inflatables or something. It's like, what kind of show is this? This shit's off the rails. What's going on in here? But we're going to get into the simulation. 6-minute quarters.
All right, you doing, Sam? Let's
Yeah.
go. All right, guys, give your score predictions out right now. Chance to win $100 free merch for A2D and $50 free merch from allcampusoc.com. And listen, if you don't win the free merch, you can use Keps Korner. All right, and that gets you 15% off. All you got to do is use promo code Keps Korner, if I can find it. I don't know why it's disappearing. There you go. Allcampusoc.com. Discount code Keps Korner, 15% off. Or use promo code A2D, 15% off. Or put the score prediction in. All right, player, you don't. All you got to do is score prediction for the simulation right now, and a chance for you to win $100, $150 worth of free stuff, courtesy of Philly Drinkers and All Campus OC. So get them in, family. Get them in. Root them in, because the Eagles are going to win this weekend somehow. 34-31, Cap. You know why?
34-31.
Going to be a shootout. Listen, I think we're going to get pressure on Kyler Murray. He hasn't been fully healthy. There's a reason that DeAndre Hopkins hasn't got a lot of deep balls recently. It's because his rotator cuff, he took a hit earlier on. It hasn't been the same since. And then last week, it looked like he got caught up in the turf at MetLife. So I don't know how. I know he's playing, but I don't know how healthy he is, which could be to our advantage for once. But it's going to be, if we're going to win this game, we got to score 30 points for the first time all year, or we have no shot. You know what I mean?
I guess the Cardinals defense isn't phenomenal, but I'm worried about our offensive line. I'm worried about, now
no Driscoll too. Sorry, Cap. No Driscoll as well. That's another big time loss for this football team.
So I don't know. It just depends on what Cardinals team shows up, because they're capable of putting up a lot of points. And if our defensive line doesn't get after him, who's covering in the secondary? Jalen Mills is our best corner right now, and we all know how well he plays corner. He was playing really good safety, but every time they lined him up at corner, he got burnt. So we'll see how that goes.
You know where he is good at though, Cap? Playing corner, like the only place down inside the red zone. You know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah, that's true. That is true.
He was part of the reason we had success in 2017, and we were so good down there. That's not saying much, because that defense wasn't great, but that defense, shit. How many times do you take that defense nowadays? You know what I mean? The 2017 defense. Oh my God, give it to me every day. Every day.
I don't know if it's going to be tough if the offensive Cardinals team shows up and they can put up points in a hurry.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
If they, I wouldn't doubt they could put up 35 to 42 points on this secondary. And I think the defensive line is going to have to get after him.
That's also being nice, in my opinion. Like I don't want to say like they're going to put up a 50 burger, but they could.
They're capable. You know what I mean? Before you know it, you get blink and DeAndre Hopkins has 3 catches for 3 touchdowns. So,
well, think about this. He hasn't had a lot of big weeks recently, which means guess who's due for a monster week?
He's due. And Larry Fitzgerald always kills us. Always. Play a little play action. Kyler Murray all day. That Kenyon Drake? Yep, Kenyon Drake. Decent running back. They've got some, they've got Christian Kirk. They've got Larry Fitzgerald. They've got DeAndre Hopkins. They've got some weapons. Them getting DeAndre Hopkins for what they got him for, they absolutely fleeced the Texans.
Oh, absolutely.
Big run there for Kenyon Drake, 6-yard run. It's going to be a first down for the Cardinals. And again, it's just going to be a fun game to watch. Kyler Murray, I haven't watched much of him. I've seen highlights and stuff. So, the kid's exciting, man. The kid's exciting to watch at 5 foot, whatever, 9. What is he, 5'9", 5'10"?
He's like the Allen Iverson where they boost you up a couple inches.
Oh, you know I mean? Yeah. Oh, they list him. They list him at 5'11" and 3/4. No, they don't. They list him, but he's 5'8", 5'9". But the kid can play, so he's an athlete, got a heck of an arm, can run. So it's gonna be tough.
That's the thing. You know what I mean? That's the thing. He's such a great athlete, and that's why he's such a good, and that's why he's going to be such a good quarterback, and is such a good quarterback.
I would take him over Lamar Jackson, believe it or not. I think he's more of he's an athlete just like Lamar Jackson, but he's a heck of a lot better quarterback.
Way better.
He's closer to Russell Wilson than Lamar Jackson is. That's why I can't stand these whole Lamar Jackson comparing to Michael Vick, and like I get so tired. Like Michael Vick was a better quarterback than Lamar Jackson is. You know, if they would, and we said that, I think we touched on this last week.
It's not even close.
We touched on this last week that if they would have ran an offense, fit for Michael Vick, it would have been ridiculous, his numbers.
Nobody realized how good of a passer Michael Vick was, Kep, and that's the difference maker, okay? Like Lamar can throw like a little bit on the run, but he's really just a running guy. Nobody's release was quicker than Michael Vick's, and Michael Vick can throw the ball 150 yards in the air. And that's the difference. Like, was he the perfect quarterback in the pocket early on? No, but he was 100 times better than Lamar was. And Kyle was a way better thrower of the football than Lamar is. Lamar's like a wide receiver playing quarterback.
Or what would you say? Not bad for a running back. He's a running back playing quarterback. He has the arm of a running back.
He does have some running backs might have a better arm.
Leave that go, man. Leave that go. Michael Vick's redeemed himself. Leave that man alone. Love the graphics. The graphics have definitely evolved since the time of Tecmo Bowl. Speaking of that, Nicholas, you'll love our halftime show. Stick around. 5 wide here for the Cardinals. 2nd and 9. No pass rush. Oh, terrible throw there. Intended for Larry Fitzgerald. That's going to be incomplete. 3rd and 9. With Coy Detmer's arm.
Marquise Coy might have a better arm. Coy might have a better arm than that.
Marquise Graham, what are the Eagles doing tomorrow? What's the game plan for tomorrow, Marquise Graham? You let us know. I have a pretty good feeling. Let us know. Dump over the middle. It's going to be a 1st down on a 3rd and 9. Down to the 25-yard line. Coming up on 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the first quarter. So scramble outside the pocket, throw back across his body. That's a Madden play for you right there.
That's a Kyler play too, or just a play in general versus us. Period.
Trips to the left. Kyler Murray all day to throw. Oh, throws into coverage. Who makes that play? Who was that? I don't know who made that play on the outside. I took Avonte Maddox out of the lineup, but I think he's in there because the Eagles have no corners, not even on the roster. I had to finagle it to make sure those guys weren't in there, but I still think he got on the field somehow. Let me see. Maybe not. Oh, doesn't look like he's out. It looks okay. Okay, doesn't look like he's out there. We'll see. Let's see some guys out there. That Seymour guy. That Seymour kid didn't look half bad against the Saints when he had to come in. He made some stops. I mean, he was covering well. I saw a dot to the tight end.
Sure, there's gonna be some big plays versus us tomorrow. Some big plays.
Just gotta stay disciplined. I think they just gotta stay disciplined, and Jalen Mills is going to be a big factor tomorrow. If he can slow down DeAndre Hopkins, and then Roby Coleman being on the outside as opposed to in the slot. Kyler all day to throw across the middle. There's DeAndre Hopkins down to the 3-yard line. Opening drive for the Cardinals.
Hey, Ma,
guys, it's only 6-minute quarters, so run the ball like last week and feed the tight ends. We did run the ball well. I mean, Miles Sanders had that long run, so it made the run game maybe a little skewed just on that long run. But
and 18 carries too by your quarterback. Right. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
if Carson ran 18 times, this city would be up in arms. They're up in arms. They'd be like, "Oh, you're running too much. You're gonna get killed. You can't do it in this league." So they would say he runs 18 times, and it's like the next coming of Michael Vick. Like, calm down. Just calm down. We get overhyped. I am excited by his effort, but this is a big week to prove some other things to us, right? Like I thought he did a good job of keeping his eyes down the field, but now I want to see big plays down the field, right? I want to see you throw from the pocket a little bit more. I want to see your timing be a little bit better on some stuff. So just, I mean, he's an Eagle. So
that comes with experience too. He is a rookie. He's got to get the reps. He's not gonna. And there's a touchdown for the Cardinals.
That was easy.
Dive up the middle. They're gonna take a 7-0 lead opening drive of the game. That comes with reps. And it's his first game. I think he did particularly well for it being his first game, and he was hype. You knew he was going to be hype. He let a couple balls get away from himself early, and that was just nerves, adrenaline and whatnot. But he settled down as the game went on, and yeah, he did carry the ball 18 times. If he's going to have to learn to protect himself. If he's going to run the ball 18 times, he better learn to protect himself, because this isn't college. You're going to get lit up. Safeties that play that are linebacker size with corner speed, like, you're going to get drilled. We go, who's tomorrow? Buda Baker's tomorrow. Buda Baker going to lay you out.
Buda Baker, Isaiah Simmons
going to lay you out.
But Jordan Hicks,
Hassan Reddick going to lay you out.
I don't know if Chandler Jones is healthy or not.
No, he's out. He's on the IR.
On the IR. Chandler Jones is a pimp though, but he would kill him. But Kep, we didn't get a chance to talk about this because I don't. I'm not seeing you every day like I'm on here. But I thought he did a really good job, which was surprising. Is like he's quietly and secretly fast. He did a great job of getting around the edges, which is hard in this league for quarterbacks. That impressed me. And running around, I see the resemblance of Russell Wilson. I'm not talking about throwing. I'm just talking about running around. I see that elusiveness, which is cool. Which is cool because I think you can get better as a passer if you care, right? Like if you care, you can get better at anything you want in life. I tell my kids I coach this all the time. If you want to be great, you can be great. You already have the talent. That's why you're playing. So how good do you want? How bad do you want it? And I think
it just goes to show what a few weeks does to us as fans, because we were all in. Like, no, Carson's our guy. There's no way they put Jalen in. Now Jalen's in, and now he's our guy. Like, we want you to play well. We don't want you to fail. We want you to play well. And I think, and like you said, little Russell Wilson-esque. Could he be taught to throw the ball? For sure. He's got an. I don't think he has Russell's arm. He's got an okay arm. He doesn't make those sideline 15-yard out route throws like you want an NFL quarterback to make. But you can do some other things with him. Get him outside the pocket. Let him make some plays. But the way he moves, he's sneakily, if that's a word, he's sneakily fast. Like, he doesn't look like he runs fast, but he's got some wheels.
Like right there, right? I mean, that was like the realistic of what we see. I mean, listen, if you can run for 18 times, if you ain't getting hit all around, if you're getting out of bounds, go ahead. But like the QB draws and the shit like that, that's what get guys hurt. But I'm not worried about that because honestly, I think we're gonna have a 2-quarterback system next year anyway. I think you're gonna see both of them play. I think you're gonna see something really different next year if they're willing to be different. If they're willing to say, you know what, let's let him have 2 series a game. Carson's still our starter. You know what I mean? You can do this stuff if you don't want to get rid of Carson's money. But I'm excited to see him play again, Cap. I don't know about you, but it's just something different, right? And it's not a shot at Carson. It's just like a breath of fresh air a little bit.
Yeah.
And we get to see a young kid play.
Big run for Miles Sanders off the left side. So you don't see them entertaining offers for Wentz to be traded to Indianapolis. If they talked to him, they got him in that office and said, Carson, what's the deal? And Carson says, hey, trade me to Indianapolis. Find a way to get me to Indianapolis. Because I honestly think that if that's what he wanted, he would tell them, like, yeah, I said it. I don't trust you guys. Get me out of here. Somehow get me in Indianapolis with my lover, Frank Reich. I miss him.
It's phenomenal. I It's great that I was able to tell you that and you didn't know that live, because I would have told you that previously if we had usually our 20 minutes beforehand.
Yeah.
I would have told you that, and it's even better to tell you live because that
was a live reaction. I'm pissed.
Yeah, I really wanted to hear your live reaction because you had the same reaction I had, so I wanted to make sure. That's a great ball. I wanted to make sure I wasn't going crazy, with my oh my god, dude, it's time to go then. It's time to go. I got mad. I was like, it's time to go then. You can only play for one guy. My goodness gracious, come on.
Imagine how Jay Cutler felt with how many different offensive coordinators he had. How many guys in the league go through offensive coordinator after offensive coordinator because the team has no idea what the hell they're doing as far as bringing people into the front office. Imagine how those guys. Jay Cutler was a good quarterback. Believe it or not, he had a little, between the ears a little bit. He was a little mental.
Go Miles.
But Jay Cutler could play some football, could throw the ball. He played regardless. But to say you can't play, you don't trust because of a coach, I get it. I get it. This is your 5th year with the team. Frank Reich has been gone.
Yeah,
he was gone last year. What's your excuse for really? You played well. You put the team on your back last year. You put the team on your back last year and won the division with Uber drivers and grocery baggers at wide receiver. So there's that's just a cop-out. To me, it's a cop-out. Not taking ownership of you sucking.
That's exactly what I said. We're looking under every rock for excuses on why you haven't been good enough. And if this is as real as I think it is, I got a major problem with it. I don't trust you now because to me, it's all about trusting my quarterback upstairs too. You don't have to have every physical talent in the world, but you got to be mentally strong.
That's a little Boston Scott tying the game up with a run up the middle. All right. The Pats, Bill Belichick, I don't know if Bill Belichick would want to know, because if Bill Belichick got word that he don't want to play for anybody but Frank Reich, you think Bill Belichick wants him?
I love that you said that. I love that you just said that too. It's no, we just made it clear. The only person he trusts is Frank. So we go with his lover. And then, you know what Dan asked me? This is great. It's great, Cap. You'll love this. He goes, "Are you married?" And I knew exactly where he was going with it. It wasn't personal. I was laughing. I'm I know exactly what he's going to ask me or say to me. And he's like, imagine you can buy your wife the most expensive ring in the world, but if you don't show her love, the ring's useless. And I was like, I get that. I get it. But we're not talking that type of relationship. We're talking this is a business. Me and my wife getting married isn't a business. This is a business. You're getting paid $100 million from a business. Okay? If you want to get up in your feelings because they drafted a quarterback in the 2nd round, I get it. But then you have to sit back, take a step back and say, okay, every organization that invests a lot of money into a quarterback, I just got hurt last year again in the biggest game to date for this football team in the playoffs. And it wasn't my fault. But now I got as an organization, he's got to understand they got to protect their asset too.
Right.
Because their asset's him. I hate the pick in that spot. I think it could have waited around, but it's irrelevant. They had more needs, but I understand it from a business side. I understand it. So he should understand it. And then say, look at my bank account and what matters. They're tied to me. Let me go be great. Because if you worry about that guy and that guy and that guy and that guy, guess where you're going to be sitting? Right where I'm sitting. Somewhere on a bench or a chair and not fucking playing. Because that's how it works in the highest level in sports. That's how it works at AAU sports. Right? I mean, all the way up. If you're not getting it done, somebody else is going to come in and try to get it done for you. And if you can be, I don't think he's upset. I think he's upset that he got sat down, and rightfully so. But all these reports that we've heard about him over the years, I wonder how much is true, Cap. And that's all. I'll leave it there on my end.
The stuff with teammates and locker room and
concerning. But not concerning. Just concerning. Concerning. I feel like I've been lied to, like DeMarco Murray. Again, I trusted so much in this guy. And I'm not saying I don't again. I would love to see him come back and redeem himself next year. But I gotta see it first. But
is he even gonna be awarded the opportunity? Say Jalen Hurts plays well and shows flashes of being an NFL starting quarterback and can make plays and can lead an offense and get him another year under Doug and like there's just a whole lot. And then I go back to it. They know he said, I don't trust the organization. Then why? Then why the hell would I even want to? Why would I want you? Why would I even coach you? Why would I do anything with you? You don't trust me. Why?
I don't trust you now. Like if you told me we're about to do a show, Tom, I don't trust you. Well, holy shit, I don't trust you either. Then.
Yeah.
Like if you
I don't trust Tom to run A2D. Do you think there'll be a show next week? Hell no.
No. Then we did we get crossed up tonight for a minute? Yeah, we got crossed up. But guess what? We didn't have to push the time back. We got here. We made it happen. Nick of time. Thank the Saint Nick up there. Nick of time. Nick of time. We were in the night. We got lucky. Look, this was going to happen, Ryan. There you go, Ryan. Somebody's scoring 5 touchdowns. Not in the simulation, but.
Third reception for DeAndre. 45 yards. He's just getting started. Coming up on a 2-minute warning in the first quarter. It's tie game. Cardinals with a rushing touchdown inside of 5. Eagles with a rushing touchdown inside of 5. Tie game.
I think you're going to see this type of shootout. Obviously, this game's shortened up, right?
Right.
But like, I think you're going to see this. Like, I don't think many people are going to get stops, and I think the team that gets a couple extra, I know that's cliche, but the team that gets a couple extra and the team that creates a couple turnovers. Can we do what we did last week? Can we create 2? Right? We won the turnover battle 2-1, and we outrushed you by a shit ton. So, listen, got to do it again. That's our recipe to win is, hey, we got to make them turn the football over once or twice and take care of it ourselves, and we're going to be in this game.
And I was surprised to see the Eagles contain Kamara as well as they did. Michael Thomas didn't really have. Again, Taysom Hill was at quarterback. Drew Brees is back. I think Drew Brees is back this week for the Saints, so that puts them right back into conversation about being a contender in the NFC. What's the standings look like for the number 1 seed? Because I this year, remember, only the number 1 seed gets a bye because they added that extra playoff team. Oh, okay. Kyler Murray fumbles.
Look at this. What did I say, Cap?
Alex Singleton with the forced fumble. Kevon Seymour with the recovery. Speak it into existence.
Let's go. You ever do that? I'm sure you've done that 100 times in your life too. Like, man, great time for a turnover. Boom, ball. Like watching the game live. Like, great time.
I don't know. Not this year because the defense hasn't been able to create a turnover. That was
well played.
For us to have 2 last week, I was like, holy, what's going on here?
Well, isn't it funny though? As soon as another quarterback comes in, now you want to take the ball away? It's freaking amazing.
And they played inspired football. They played with a little extra juice. They played like they had something to play for. And all it took was a quarterback change.
Huh. Again.
I mean, you saw when he came in versus Green Bay how different the team played. As soon as he came out onto the field.
Where's he going?
Defense got three and outs in a row. That's unheard of this year.
Well, good to know Darius is okay. I mean, to be able to type in tonight, Darius Slay.
Yeah, get your head right. Take some Tylenol.
Need 2 or 3 tomorrow. 2 or 3. Be nice, Darius. Wish you could have got 2 or 3 this year. Garza might not be on the bench.
Who is that? Is that Goddard? Let's talk about Ertz. Are we seeing the holding call and the Eagles take it back? Second and 14.
That's a bad call. Now you want to get involved in the game. All right, now you guys want to get involved.
You think we've also seen the last of Zach Ertz after this year?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think they have enough. I think they have enough on Dallas Goedert and seen enough from Goddard to part ways with Ertz. That'll ease the cap a little bit.
Marquise, grow up, Marquise. I'm having fun. What else are we going to do? All right. Like, I can't have fun in like the video game realm of it because in the real life realm of it, it's been a horrific season. So let me enjoy myself a little bit and dance around and whatever. All right. Because your video games are so missionary probably that you just run the ball 98 times. You're playing
Marquise is the kid I'm cussing at while I'm streaming playing Madden because all he does is run stretch left and right.
Yeah, like, dude, can you throw the ball one time, please? Just enjoy. Just give me a 3-step drop. We're not asking for anything deeper than that. No, I love you, Marquise, but I got nothing to be excited about. I mean, the Sixers are coming soon, and we'll after the Eagles, we'll do some Sixers simulations on some games, like big games coming up. I think that would be fun because at least they're going to be relevant all year. You know, they'll be relevant, which is good because I was expecting.
And not all this talk about trading Ben Simmons for James Harden. What the hell's wrong with people?
People are ridiculous.
all because Ben Simmons don't have a jumper.
You might not have seen it last night, Cap. Did you see him? You see him? He shot one last night.
I did not watch Sixers last night.
No, he did. It's preseason, but he did attempt one, which is good, which is fine. That's all.
Yeah, it's a confidence thing. Just put it up. So what if you just shoot? You know, and last year during the preseason, he put up a couple threes and made a few. So it's not like he's incapable. I just think the kid is like one of the most complete basketball players. Other than a 3-pointer or whatever, but if he would develop a jumper, he'd easily be the best player in the NBA. Easily, his court vision, his defense, his ball handling skills at damn near at 6'10", like Ben Simmons is a very, very, very good basketball player. And now we got Doc Rivers, we got some pieces. The Sixers, I'm saying our 76ers are the team to beat in the East. I don't care what nobody says.
I think they're second. Because I'll give it to Milwaukee because they're always first.
Okay, yeah.
But I still don't think Milwaukee wins in the playoffs, so that's fine. But I got us 2 right now. Look at Jalen though. I mean, like running
the ball.
This is what they're going to do tomorrow. I'm telling you, Kev, they're going to win another game, and Washington's going to lose, and now everybody's going to think we have a shot. Watch, we're going to get in the playoffs with a backup again, and this whole thing's going to hit the fan. This whole thing.
Oh, my goodness.
Wide open.
What a find for Jalen Hurts to Travis the Enigma Fulgham.
He's back.
He's back. T.O. Jr.'s back.
T.O., let's go. T.O. They were good times, weren't they?
Speaking of that, did you see that out this week? Randy Moss is like, I'm the best receiver ever. T.O.'s second. Jerry Rice was third.
He's the best, dude. He's the best. I love him. I'll take 100 of them on my team.
I'm going Moss, T.O., Rice in no particular order. You can do I'm a T.O. guy. I'm a Moss guy. I mean, but you got to talk. Obviously, you got to talk about Calvin Johnson. You got to talk about. I think Larry Fitzgerald's in the conversation. I don't care what nobody says. He's not flashy, but Larry Fitzgerald is in the conversation.
Larry Fitzgerald was flashy as hell his first 10 years. You know what I mean? Like he made a lot of flashy plays. You know, play wise, he just wasn't a flashy wide receiver. He wasn't a diva. That's why you can make case Larry Fitzgerald. Maybe he's definitely a top 5, right? Like I think all them names are like top 5. Like Rice is top 5 to me. Moss, T.O., Calvin's there, but the problem with Calvin is how many years did he play? 8?
Yeah, I mean, and he did cut it short, but that's what Detroit does to their guys. So.
Did he play 8 though? I forget how many years he played to put him in that list. Because I know I'm probably missing a pimp.
Marvin Harrison. I mean, Marvin Harrison had Peyton Manning. I mean, he was a good wide receiver, but
Marvin, great route runner.
Yeah,
I do like Marvin.
I think the greatest wide receiver, in my opinion. Now, again, when you talk about greatest and whatever, it's opinion. It's not based on anything other than that. But complete wide receiver is Terrell Owens. Route running, hands, speed, run blocking. He did it all. Randy Moss took plays off. He didn't run great routes. He didn't run block. He had great hands. He'd go up and get the ball and he'd run a streak.
He was a stud. That's all he was.
Now, Jerry Rice, too. And you got, and a lot of people, Jerry Rice used Stickum. What? So what?
The best route runner. He's the best route runner.
His routes were the cleanest ever.
All time. Like, not just like the best route runner, like in the last like X amount of years, the best route runner we've ever seen. And I think we have to, that's why to me, because
time for the halftime show, Tom. Time for the halftime show. What was it? Nicholas, you ready? Here you go, buddy.
All right, Nick. Ain't that exciting? If that don't take you 6 to midnight, nothing will.
Yeah. Whew.
Enjoy yourself, guys.
Them bloomers.
Whoa. Oh. Back to Alex Singleton.
There you go, Nicholas. Super Tecmo Bowl halftime show. What's up? You don't find that stuff nowhere else except right here on Keps Korner, A2D Radio. Brought to you by allcampusoc.com.
Your thumbnail is phenomenal on the Facebook. You got to look at it after the show.
My thumbnail?
It's great. The reindeer over the shop. It's so good.
That time of year, man. It's a great time of year. Hope everybody has a Merry Christmas. We'll be back next Saturday night. I'm off Christmas Day. That's it. I don't get the day after or the day before. So
enjoy.
We'll be right back here before 8:09 next Saturday night.
Wait, is Christmas Saturday or Friday or Saturday?
Christmas is Friday.
That's right. Nice. Enjoy. Everybody enjoy a couple days. Everybody enjoy a couple days with the family. That's what it's about. Hopefully we get a win.
Enjoy New Year's, man. Throw this whole year in the dumpster. Hopefully 2021 brings something else for everybody. Because this year's been awful.
It's been bad. It's been terrible for a lot of people. And hopefully, being time with the family and all them things help people out. And sports also help people out. And wins do too. So
yeah.
Let's just figure out a way to do what we're doing right now and control the clock. And
thank God we got baseball, and then basketball came back, and sports helped a little bit. It's tough watching sports without fans. It really is.
Yeah, thanks, Matt. Sucks. The heater just wasn't working, and we just bought the house a year ago. And of course, the guy comes out and he tells me, it's from 2006. It's new. The dogs heard that. They weren't happy about that either. And then boom, next thing I know, new heater, $7,800. Good times, 2020. Good effing times. Thank you, everybody. Great job by the company, Harris Heat, over here in Runnymede. They did it that day. Everything was done that day.
You had to get a whole new unit or what?
Well, it was the motor and then the heater exchange or the.
Oh, Lord.
So it was $1,800. I'm like, $1,800, my home. And he goes, listen, Tom, I'm just going to have to come back again in 2 months for something else probably because it's an older unit. I said, you're right. I said, just give me a new one. How much is a new one? And he gave me 3 options, and you can finance them. So I don't, you know what I mean? It's still a big blow. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, what a beautiful ball to Alshon from Jalen. Jalen moving the rock, 8 of 8 for $105 for Jalen and a touchdown.
If he slings like this, then I might tell Carson don't even travel with the team.
Yeah. Go look for property. Go be Frank Reich's neighbor.
Hey, Wilson.
Yeah. No need for a privacy fence. You guys could just see each other naked, since that's apparently what you want, Carson. And another thing, I swear Howie Roseman has some dirt on Jeffrey Lurie. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's like a Tom Kraft type deal. Like that, like Jeffrey Lurie was in the same parlor as Robert Kraft. And Howie's got some photos or some videos. And that's why Howie's not going nowhere. Jalen is throwing the rock, and he's hitting Travis Fulgham.
Dude, he is slinging right now. Thanks, guys. I appreciate all you guys. Nicholas, Anthony. It sucks, but guess what? I know I don't got to deal with one for 10 years. You get a warranty, and I don't got to answer that question for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So it's a win. It's a win, but a loss. Just an unexpected smack in the grill. See, I'm curious about that. Are they going to be able to stop him on the edge like that tomorrow? Who was it?
Hassan Reddick.
I got to piss so bad. Oh, my goodness.
Hassan Reddick's a player. You got to shed the block of Jordan Mailata right there and got off.
More of the 3-4 end, right? So he's almost like an outside linebacker on a 3-4. So everybody was asking for him at the trade deadline. I'm like, he doesn't fit here.
No, not at all.
I would love him, but he doesn't fit. God, just give me Jordan Hicks back. I don't even need it. I don't even need
Second
it.
and 11. Oh, fit the ball right there. Tight spot. That's his first incompletion. That was a good ball. Goddard didn't go get it. Didn't go get it. So that's going to be an incompletion. 9 of 10 for Jalen Hurts. 3rd and 11 from the 25 in field goal range. 2:58 remaining in the third quarter.
Confident throws. Confident throws, they say, Cap.
He's making them in this simulation.
Yep.
And he made some confident throws last week. Little screen play to nobody out there to nice run there for Miles on the screen. They weren't looking for the screen. Nobody was out there to make a play for the Cardinals. Miles Sanders down to the 4. 1st and goal. Anthony wants to talk some shit without you getting mad at him.
What do you say? He paid 10 more. He paid 10. Why'd you have to pay so much? That's what I'm wondering. Why do you have to pay so much for his heater? Yep. Darius screen game.
Sometimes you guys get mad.
Miles leads all running backs in drops this year. You believe that? And he's missed like 3 games.
Oh, he's had some bad drops.
Isn't that crazy?
He has the habit of looking upfield before he has the ball. That's gonna be a holding call. Isaac Sayamalu, that's gonna take the Eagles back to the 11-yard line. 1st and goal from the 11.
Well, what would we do, Joe? We can't make it any bigger than this. We would have to leave. You know what I'm saying? Like we would have to leave we would have to leave, and then nobody would talk.
What are we looking at?
What would you like us to do, Joseph? Turn your phone or whatever you're watching it on.
Hold on.
I love you, Joe.
I don't know that that's going to do anything.
Ewing Hurts is going to see a lot of 7-man fronts and blitzes. I pray Doug has prepared. Yeah.
It's my software, too, so I can't do anything with the software.
Ewing, it's something that Jalen's been through in college. I mean, he's seen it all. We'll get to the other side. Oh, he's going to get smoked. Fumble. Oh, my goodness. Did we recover that?
Isaiah Simmons, that kid's Jesus, that kid is so good.
Did he fumble that?
Loose ball, yeah, we did recover. Sayamalu jumped on it, or Kelsey jumped on it. Johnny on the spot. 3rd and goal.
All right, well, we really just want to make sure we settle for 3 here. That would have been a horrendous fumble.
3rd and goal from the 11. Trips to the right. Alshon to the left.
No shot they score here.
Fulgham in motion.
I think the screen got smaller somehow.
A little drag to Alshon. Alshon with a spin move down to the 4. Take your 3, Doug. Take your 3, Doug. Don't even think about it. Take your 3. Go up 10. Coming into the 4th quarter. Go up 10. Go up 2 possessions. Jalen throwing the ball. Nice standing in the pocket. All right. Let's skip all the cinematic stuff. All right, we're sending out Jake Elliott. Can he hit one? Look at Carson holding for Jake. That's nice. Hopefully he can hold this because Frank Reich didn't teach him how to hold for a field goal. And the kick is up and it's good. The Eagles are going to go up 10. Jake Elliott hitting a 20-yard field goal. Good on you. 33 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Tamaqua. My grandparents lived in Casca. Carson is the reason Jake hit that field goal. I'm all out. I'm all off. I'm all out. I have a Carson Wentz signed mini helmet. I have 2 Carson Wentz jerseys. I'm distraught now. I can't believe the guy actually said he doesn't trust the organization. He misses Frank Reich. Can't believe it. Unreal. Oh, Isaiah Simmons is ridiculous, man. What is with all this cinematic stuff here? Come on. He's just mad? I don't know, man. Like that's so. Somebody said you guys are mad at hearsay. There goes Kyler off the right side. Alex Singleton with a good tackle there in open space. 2nd and inches. I don't know, man. That picture was telling too at the end of the game during that win. That picture of him looking all sad and dejected, and that's very telling. That's very telling. It's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. Eagles up 17-7. Hold your 4s up. Let's go. Can the Eagles go into the desert and beat the Cardinals tomorrow? This simulation, would you trust Howie Roseman? No. Mike, are you serious? You named your son Carson? That's correct. Like, is that legit, Mike? I don't know what's going on with because now you got the Phillies too. John Middleton doing all this lying he did to Bryce Harper. You got to think of what Bryce Harper. You got to figure out what Bryce Harper's thinking too. Not re-signing JT and not getting better when all the other teams in the NL East have gotten better in the offseason. So you gotta wonder what Bryce Harper's thinking. Yeah, I definitely Ken Dorsey over Howie. That's what we were saying earlier. Hopefully Howie has no say in the draft come April. If they got Dorsey in there, like they made it known now. They made it known. Like I guess he was a consultant or something. Like he's been a part of the team since August, but I didn't know that till today or yesterday. So for them to make it known, that's something to think about as well. You named your son after Chase. My wife wouldn't even let me name the dog Bryce. I wanted to name our dog Bryce. She wouldn't let me. There's no way I was able to naming our son after any Philly athlete. Our son has my dad's first name. Or my son's middle name is my dad's first name because my dad passed away, but we didn't go. She damn sure wouldn't let me name him after no Philly athlete. And she wouldn't let me name the dog Bryce because she wanted the dog to have a breed name because he's half husky, half German Shepherd. So we had to go with the breed name. She wouldn't let me name him Bryce. Because we got him like right after the Phillies signed Bryce Harper. Chase Cameron Utley. Wow. Nice. Tar Heel fan? I live in North Carolina now. I can't stand the Tar Heels. If I root for any team in North Carolina, it's the Wolfpack. I don't do Duke. I don't do UNC. I got a bearded dragon named Gritty. Good luck. Orange as shit, just like him. See, they gave Gritty a girlfriend, apparently. Something like that. Thought I saw something like that. Oh, if the Eagles can win this game, Washington loses. It doesn't look like the Giants are going to be healthy enough to win a football game. So we very well could win the division. We very well could win the division at 7-8-1. Nice ball. Nice ball across the middle to DeAndre Hopkins. 13 of 17. $152 for Kyler Murray. 6 receptions, 83 yards for DeAndre Hopkins. All over. So here we go. Defense is going to have to come up with a stop. Plenty of time left in the game. Cardinals are all 3 timeouts, 3:51 remaining. They're only down 2 possessions. Oh, you live in Lexington? I live over by Raleigh. I live here, but I was born and raised in Reading. Got a lot of family in South Philly. Oh, blitz off the edge. Coleman gets picked up. Nice find from Kyler Murray to DeAndre Hopkins. Down to the 3. DeAndre Hopkins, 7 receptions, 101. DeAndre Hopkins having a game. No one in the secondary to cover him. That's what we're going to have to look for tomorrow because he's probably going to have a big game. Not because no one's going to cover him. Yeah, Mark. I saw the comment and then I should have known the name. Shotgun. DeAndre in motion. Kyler outside the pocket. He's going to rush it in for a touchdown. Kyler Murray with a rushing touchdown. That's going to bring the Cardinals within 3. 2:48 remaining in the game. Can Jalen Hurts come out, put a drive together, a couple first downs, get the clock running, and put this game away and win a close game in the desert? Yeah, expected with no Slay, yeah. No Slay. Not that Avonte Maddox matters, but no Slay. And this would have been a game for Slay to kind of shake off the bad games he's had. Because even Darius Slay came out on Twitter and said, this ain't it. Like I've been ass or shit or something. He used an expletive to describe his play for a couple weeks. So, this would have been a game, come out and cover one of the best wide receivers in the game. Because I think DeAndre Hopkins is top 3 in the game right now. I put DK Metcalf, DeAndre Hopkins, and I guess you probably say make Michael Thomas in no particular order, top 3 right now in the league. Did the Redskins actually rename their team? Is that true? I don't know, Nicholas. I thought they were just the Washington football team, unless that's recent, unless that was just announced. But I don't know that they have. I haven't heard anything. They're still the Washington football team that I know, for all I know. All right, so here we go. Can Jalen Hurts come out? 2:48, Arizona with all 3 timeouts. I mean, he could use his arm. He's 11 of 12, 150 yards and a touchdown. But yeah, they could definitely use Isaiah Simmons as a spy. There's no threat. Typically you're using a spy that's taking one defender. That's one defender less in coverage and whatever else. But the Eagles don't. I mean, unless Jalen Reagor can get loose a couple times, and we'll see. I don't know. I wouldn't doubt they use him as a spy. Bruce Arians can get creative. So first play is a dive to Miles Sanders, 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8. Yeah, let's not get into all that, man. You just opening up a can of worms with that stuff. I mean, all my thing is I can't say anything because I'm not offended by anything. I can't speak for other people, so I can't tell people what to be offended by and what not to be offended by. Because then I start saying, yeah, that's not offensive. Well, what the hell do I know? I'm not a Native American. I don't know what's offensive to Native Americans and what isn't. So my only thing is, where does it end? Where does it end? That's all I got. That's all I know. 2-minute warning, 3rd and 1. Arizona with all 3 timeouts. Fulgham in motion. Fake to Fulgham. First down. Barely picks it up. First down for Miles Sanders. Arizona takes their first timeout. Still need 1 first down. Eagles still need 1 first down. Put this game in the W column. 2 in a row. Can we get 2 in a row? We win 1 tomorrow. That's what we call a winning streak. It has been done before. Speaking of the Indians. Oh, nice little run. Good pickup on first down. 6-yard pickup on first down for Miles Sanders. 2nd and 4, minute 52. Arizona uses their 2nd timeout. Minute 52. Trips to the right. Got to be an inside zone, right? Yep. There we go. A little counter action. Miles covering up the ball. Doesn't want to fumble. That is the Cardinals' third and final timeout. 3rd and 2. Pick up the first down. Victory formation. Get home with another W. Minute 48 remaining. Eagles up by 3. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Keps Korner brought to you by allcampusoc.com. Located on the Ocean City Boardwalk. Inside zone to Mile. He picks up the first down. That's going to do it, boys. That's going to do it. Victory formation. Isaac Seumalo's pumped up. That's going to do it. Cardinals have no more timeouts. Eagles are going to escape this week's simulation with a 17-14 victory over the Arizona Cardinals. Big game for DeAndre Hopkins. Another decent game for Jalen Hurts. The Eagles are going to come out with a W in the simulation. Let's see if we can, if this will come to fruition tomorrow.
Wouldn't this be special?
I mean, it's going to get the people talking. Especially if Jalen comes out and slings the ball like he did in the simulation. Did anybody guess 17-14?
Darius, you're saying you guessed it? Go take a picture of it if you have it. I'm going to scroll back up. I'm sure you did. I believe you. I don't know if it lets me go all the way back. It doesn't. Of course not. Maybe it does. Let's see.
Jordan Hicks is a good linebacker. I'd suck to see him go. I don't think we've had I don't think we've had a decent linebacker since.
No, and the only hiccup for him was Cap is just like everybody else.
Stay healthy.
Yeah, everybody else is a part of this damn organization. Is you just can't stay healthy and on the field. I mean, it's sad. It is sad to see this many guys. Like when you watch the broadcast, right, and the announcers are like, "Man, I just never seen a team get this banged up in a game." Right, and that was last week, and we still figured out a way to win it. But you know, when you hear announcers constantly say it, it's like, oh my goodness, like they're, you know, it's that out there, right? It's that out there that this team's never healthy, and now you go into this game with, I don't know who the hell's playing right tackle because Driscoll's out, so now you're down.
I'd probably be Matt Pryor.
So then Pryor goes to right tackle. I don't hate it, you know. I mean, thank goodness you have some depth there, but I mean. Yeah, Joseph, another name. I mean, Grugier Hill played well last year. We let him go. He's playing well in Miami. I don't understand. Like, I don't understand how you outthink the room and you let all these linebackers go and you come into the year with so many goddamn unknowns. And instead of drafting one in the second round that maybe can be an impact player for you, you draft a quarterback, which I don't have a problem with Jalen. I had the problem with the selection at the time because of all the other needs you have. This whole thing's a train wreck. Jeffrey says he's staying. Maybe John Dorsey has a little bit of say on draft day. I'm not crowning him, but anybody that has Pro Bowlers is better than Howie because he has one. So they need to figure this the hell out because the only way they're going to get better is by drafting well. And he promised us that after the Super Bowl, saying we got to be able to draft well to continue our run, right? And all that he's done is draft terrible since then. So I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, they didn't like LJ Fort. He wasn't on the. LJ Fort was a decent linebacker. They let him go. Michael Kendricks. He never went to prison. He never. I don't know what came of that, but I don't know if that got thrown out or what. But I remember that. But I don't know. I'm excited to watch some football tomorrow, like every week, because I love my Philadelphia Eagles just like everybody else in here. So hopefully it'll be a good game. Hopefully we come out with a W. And again, Washington's not. You know, and the Giants aren't healthy. I don't think the Giants are healthy enough to win a football game, even though they were playing good football. So, you know, the only thing I can say is if we do win some football games, win the division, whatever, we're killing our draft position. And there's some glaring holes in this football team going forward, even if we get everybody back. You know, there are some glaring holes, especially on the defensive side of the ball. And I don't know that do we dare take another wide receiver? We dare try and we need a playmaking wide receiver. Not I'm tired of these slot guys that can't get off man press that are just fast. Like this isn't Madden, all right? There's more to being a wide receiver than just being able to run fast, right? And that was the DK Metcalf. Oh, well, this. Yeah, look at the guy. Look at him. I mean, I shake my head in amazement when I think of the guys that we could have had and then who we have here that just aren't producing, or they're gone and producing somewhere else.
What was it, 7-14 the score, Cap, right?
17-14.
No, you're right. And that's the thing. Everybody, I'm getting all congested for some reason. Everybody, maybe I'm talking too much. Everybody, this whole couple of weeks, you know, the whole thing needs to be changed. I mean, that's the only way you get better. I know some people are saying like, oh, well, there's a couple good guys he drafted, but come on, how many Pro Bowlers, how many impact players that are that important to your franchise, especially when you're a cap hell. When you're a cap hell is the time you need to draft extremely well, right? You can't draft, you know what I mean? Now it's like, okay, we know you need to draft well now, but you can't be in cap hell like you are next year and say, well, what young players do I have that I've drafted over the last 3 years? Can I build around now, right? And that's the question. Miles,
you know, and it looks like the guy you thought doesn't trust you now. So,
and every time you pay a running back, Cap, in this league, they get worse. So,
right.
You know what I mean? That's like a proven fact for some reason.
My prediction is 17-14. Then give me my. Well, guys, that's going to do it for this week's show of Keps Corner. We'll be back next Saturday. Eagles play next Sunday, right?
Yes, sir.
So we'll be back next Saturday. Who we got next? Washington?
We would have that week. It'd be going into week 17. So that'd be our last one, and that'll be Washington. And
Washington and New York after this one. So if we win this one, which I think we got a shot. I don't know how much of a shot, but I think we got a shot. We win tomorrow, we win out. We win the division. Can you believe that? Then what are we talking about?
It's amazing. It'd be amazing.
7-8-1 division winner.
Wouldn't that be a
and
fun?
We'll host a playoff game.
Wouldn't that be a fun final 2 weeks of the Eagles simulation side of it? Wouldn't it be fun, Cap?
Oh, Dallas and Washington.
Yeah, but we're gonna miss Dallas because that's next weekend. Because you're not gonna be on next weekend, right?
I'll be here.
Oh, you are doing it. Okay. I thought you said
I work till 8 o'clock. Like I said, we're on before 8:09. We're good.
Oh, I thought you said you were off. My bad.
No. I work Christmas. I'm off Christmas Day. I work Saturday, but as soon as I shut down my work stuff over here, pop on this stuff, I'm ready to go. Like I was tonight.
My bad.
We'll be here next week, 8:09. Ready to go. And hopefully we're talking about an Eagles victory over the Cardinals, and we're talking about winning out and winning the division.
Yep.
And we get to watch a playoff game against probably either the Bucks or the Bucks or the who would it be?
Which were you saying? My bad. I was reading Nick's comment.
Who we would play in the first round would either be the Bucks or the Rams. It would be the Bucks or the Rams, more than likely.
Yeah, and we always beat the Rams. Or whatever.
Be at home. Pretty boy Jared Goff. He's not gonna like the cold weather.
Nope.
So who knows? Maybe we win a playoff game with Jalen Hurts. And then I'll definitely be saying, get him the hell out of here. Send him to Indianapolis. See you later, buddy. It's been real.
Mm-hmm.
It's been real. I won't video me burning the jerseys. I'll just throw them out. I won't do none of that. I won't, I'm not one of those guys, but I was so in on Carson Wentz, and now I'm all the way out. I'm all out. I'm all the way out.
What I did to you tonight.
Yep. Look what yeah, thanks a lot, Tom. Thanks a lot. I'm gonna go enjoy my next 2 days off, and I'm just gonna sit in a corner and cry.
Stay hot, Tom.
But guys, make sure you check out allcampusoc.com. That's what this show is brought to you by allcampusoc.com. Keps Corner every Saturday night, going over to Eagles. The week prior, the week leading up, do some simulation. I'm a partner Madden streamer on Twitch. You can find me on Twitch at big_Kep, KEP13, big_KEP13 on Twitch. I stream Madden, stream a few other games, but predominantly Madden. You can check me out over there. But allcampusoc.com. Use code Keps Korner for 15% off. Ocean City Boardwalk, 10th and 11th Street, or hit them up online. Get your hats and your apparel. Guys, everybody in the chat, Tom, your wife, your family, you guys have a good Christmas, man.
You too, Cap.
I'm pretty sure you got a stacked schedule this week still leading up to Christmas. Hopefully you take some time off, man. You deserve some time off, brother.
Nah, it's not how I operate. It's not how the guy operates. You know what I mean? But I've already been told no about Friday because my wife was listening late last night, and I was like, there's no reason we can't come on at 10 and do Fan Friday. And then I got, the hell you are. And I was like, I was just talking. You know what I mean? I was just talking. I'm sorry.
Just spitballing. Nothing was set in stone, babe. I promise. I know how it is. But guys, you guys have a great week. You know, enjoy tomorrow. Enjoy the week leading up to Christmas. I hope everybody has a safe and happy Christmas. We'll be right back here Saturday night. And then we'll send this awful year out in style, hopefully, with some Eagles victories. And again, hopefully everybody has a happy, safe Christmas. I'll be safe. Don't drink and drive, you know. Be safe. Wear your mask. Wash your ass. All right? Goes for you too, Tom.
I got you.
But that's going to do it for us. I'm Kep. My guy, Tom. We'll see you guys next week. Y'all be kind to one another. Much love. Stay blessed. We're out.
That's my baby. That's my baby.
We're going at it at 110%.
I just want 5 minutes of happiness, please. Just give me 5 minutes.
And they scored! They did it!
Left, beat left.
What the hell was that? Oh, yeah!
What the fuck are you talking about?